Okay, today we're going to talk about your online portfolio. Basically, what I want is a place online that showcases all the work that you've done this semester. And I would like you to include all the different areas that we've covered, such as news, features, portraits, etc. So let me tell you a little bit about the basics and show you an example that I whipped up for this class. First, where should you create your portfolio? Well, WordPress will let you have a free website. It's limited, but you can definitely do a basic, simple, straightforward photography portfolio on WordPress. And then there's Wix. They advertise a lot, so I thought I'd give them a shout out. And in the past, what I've shown students or suggested to the students in this class is to use Crivado. The only problem with Crivado is it limits the number of sections that you have. So if you have 6 areas that you want to show off, it only has 5. So it's limiting in that aspect, but it works, and it gives you a quick online portfolio with minimal hassle. Your basic structure for this portfolio, I want these sections to be included. Now, if we didn't cover one of these sections the semester that you've taken this course, just ignore it. But I do know I always give a news assignment, an events assignment, features, portraits, sports. If we've done photo stories, please include your one photo story. You don't have to do 3 or 4 for that one. And photo illustration, if you did that, just show your best photo illustration. For news, events, features, portraits, and sports, I'd like 3 or 4 of your best work that you've taken since the beginning of the semester. If you turned in your 4 best, let's say your 4 best events photos, take them into Photoshop. Think about what we've learned about Photoshop this semester, the basics, and the editing lecture that comes this week and next week, and try to improve your best photos. But if you feel like those 4 weren't the best that you've ever done, that you've shot better since then or wish to shoot better, go out there, shoot better, and turn those in. Please remember to include complete cut lines, meaning that everyone's identified in the photo. You tell me a little bit about who's in the photo, be it an age, a location, something like that, and tell me what's going on in the photo. So make it so if you had to show this to a future employer, it is ready to go. Some tips on your portfolio. I would be brief. Don't have to get too terribly wordy about anything. Once again, only show your best work, the work that you're proud of, and provide a context for the work. That should be done with the cut line or maybe a title or something along those lines. And definitely after this semester, keep that portfolio up to date so you have the most recent best stuff you've done. Sure, you can have stuff that was done 2-3 years ago, 2-3 years in the future, but make sure that if you are going out into the job market, that you show stuff that you took when you first set up the portfolio, and stuff that has happened since then, up to as close to the date of your job interview as possible. So let's take a little look at something that I honestly threw together. And here's a little photography portfolio. As me, I didn't take this picture, and then just a little bit about me and my photography portfolio. And if you actually stop this video and look at the text, basically I just stole paragraphs from my book. I mean, I was the author, so it's not really stealing, it's just borrowing from myself. So here's the important part of the portfolio. You'll see that it is set up in sections, just like our class was. News may have been the first assignment that it gave you. I know it wasn't the first assignment turned in, but we did news, we did events, we did features, we did portraits, we did sports. Some semesters you did photo stories, some semesters you did photo illustrations, and just to balance this out, just a little biography there at the end. Of course, I didn't take that photo either, but it's not a bad photo of me, and hey, I have my camera with me and a Diet Mountain Dew, so what else do I need? So, and then under news, I just kind of explain what each of these mean, you know, breaking stories, events, or scheduled events. And then the little bullet points underneath it are straight off my PowerPoint slides. But you can put it down here, the different types of news stories you covered, different type of events you covered. And what you should be able to do is click on an area like news and bring up a second page that has that section, that area covered. So I clicked on news, I came into news. If I clicked on portraits, it would show off portraits. And then under news, I have 4 examples of photos that I've taken. I would like you to do 3 or 4 also. And I gave a little headline for each of them, the date that the photos were taken. You don't need something like that. And then a cut line for each of the photos. Now, once again, if you look closely at the cut lines, these are just the rules for cut lines that I have in my book. But if you click on the photos themselves, it brings up the photo in its full size, in a, you know, so if someone really wanted to take a closer look at this photo. Now, does this photo tell a story? Yes, it, you know, signs being taken down. Does it have a clear center of interest? I guess the sign and the guy working on the sign. Did it have a complete cut line? Well, if I go back, hopefully underneath here, where I have cut lines are captions for photos, it would have the complete cut line of what's going on, why it's going on, who, what, where, when. Everything that goes along with cut lines. Ooh, I found a spelling mistake. Don't have spelling mistakes. I put 3 L's and follow there. So, oh well. And you can see that I have at least 4 of them. And if you click on them, it shows the full picture. And, you know, that's wonderful. And down here, I do have a well, copyright notice down here, but there's some place where you can actually click and email me if you want to get in touch with me. So very straightforward, very simple portfolio. You know, you don't have to have a picture of yourself or this little intro thing. You just have, you know, photography portfolio of, you know, Steve Smith, and then have, you know, the 6 sections that I usually have the students do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photo stories, illustrations, maybe not, biography, I just put that in there to be fun, copyright is important, and then the email, 1 because it was on the template, and 2 because it's cool. So this is what I want. So please show me your best work, and please be proud of your work, and be happy with what you turned in. This is kind of a comprehensive look at the whole semester. You get to look at your photos, pick out the best photos, and show me what you have learned this semester through this portfolio. And I definitely look forward to seeing them.